There it is. What's going on, bro? We en route. We en route to the spot, man. I just left. Hold on, man. Let me check something. I just left the you know, Dispenserino. Left that joint. Going over to a little spot. Side of the field. Side of the school. We're over there, chief up that peanut butter. I was asking bro, I was like, hey, what's the recommendations, man? What's going on? And he told me to braid all 3 joints. I was like, what do you recommend I start with? He said, braid all 3 joints. But that's how it is, man. I can't, when I'm in there and I can't decide, I let them decide for me because I don't be knowing these strains like that. I might have to start getting the app, or I gotta go on the browser. I get on the browser for the what do you call this, man? The browser for the store. So I get on the website and then do a pre-order. Sometimes they're so high up in there themselves that I don't know if they can pre-order it themselves. They be walking around slow. They be looking down. They be looking around. People at the dispensaries be high, man. That's why security got to do their job. They got the one-man security day for Thanksgiving, man. This is the Thanksgiving day check-in, though. We're going to smoke with the people. Let them know what's up. In regards with the et ceteras right here. Let them know what's going on. See he's going. All right. I'm not sure if he's parking or not. But we're going to the spot. Just to sit down. Traffic is slow today, which is a good thing. Got me mobbing through the streets. I was doing Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. I tried that out today. I might go home and run it again in the background if my hotspot allows it. My hotspot data, if it connects really well and it allows it, I'm gonna play that in the background again. I'm gonna let it run smoothly, or as smooth as it can be. It's kind of delayed. Got choppy connection. Based off location and everything. It's all no bueno. So we're gonna do that. Some people got time for it, some people don't. Whether it be this live stream or the next one. The other one nobody really tuned into. Maybe it's because of the wording. But this one I decided to put Thanksgiving Day check-in. I might do the Thanksgiving for Lost Souls next, right before sunset. And if necessary, I'll go back outside. I'll run it again. Because, I got to do the tradition. You know what I'm saying? Hit that tradition of going, what do you call this? My first live stream was late night, Thanksgiving Day. I walked outside, put on the live stream. That was my very first live stream. So I'm going to try to stay, whatever, aware today. Awake and aware. And make that happen. That's my plan, at least. That's my plan. What's going on, Desiree? Welcome back to the chat. If you got to rest, let me know. If you got to rest, let me know. I'm chilling. Right now, either way. I got the greens too. Not much, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. In a second, we'll be blazing the J's for the Thanksgiving Day check-in. Connection's always great over here. So I'm happy I'm in a decent spot. Let's see, man. I hope the channel ain't been getting flagged. I don't know if the channel's been getting flagged for, me just smoking all the time. I hope that's not a thing. Let's see if I can make this work. Green is at my friend's. You're visiting mine right now? Okay. Yeah. You got to get the greens in when you can, right? Get the greens in when you can. I ain't had greens in a minute. I think last time I had greens, I probably had vegetables on the side at a restaurant or something. I had some salad with some teriyaki. That was about it. There's people that smoke all the time on here. Yeah. I wonder though, I hope that I'm okay. I think I'm all right. I think I'll be all right. Give me a second. me adjust that so I can see well. Yeah, Thanksgiving Day check-in, man. I'll leave this open ended for anyone that needs to drop in and check in or whatever. Just whatever. It's Thanksgiving Day, so most people are not going to be on their phone. If they are on their phone, they're doing like hey, let me show you something. They're like hanging out at dinner time or whatever at someone else's house, just doing something. So, but yeah, we're doing this right here. But I'm probably gonna run the video game simulator again when I get back to the house. Put the phone on the charger. Excuse me. Um, Prop it up. You can see. You might not be able to see it at this angle, but you can hear all the planes in the background. Um, Sometimes that shit kind of messes up the connection. It's a weird location I'm at, man. I'm telling you, it's not the best of the. Also, I'm on AT&T or whatever, so I'm on AT&T, so it's not the best of situations here. Excuse me. You could see them last night. I could see them. Yeah, so I was at a certain angle. So right now, the phone is behind me is east. When it faces west, you get to see the planes kind of go west and then start flying south. So you get to see them like blinking in the sky. So yeah, I think both angles that I sat at, one of the angles I sat down at, it was yeah, actually they were both facing west, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Straight Talk Wireless. You have good connection? What? Straight Talk Wireless, how much you pay a month? I think for me I'm paying like 60 or 70 something because I'm also using the hotspot. So I pay for the hotspot on my phone. I like using it at the house when I can. So I think like overnight I'm gonna start running 48 a month. That's not bad actually. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I might start running Placid Placid Plastic Duck Simulator at nighttime, like when I'm about to go to bed or something. So unlimited. Yeah. Make sure my mic is good. At any point too, let me know if the mic is good. You know? Yeah. So that's my plans, man. It's cool when I get a chance to do like one or two live streams on a day that I work. You know what I mean? So, but days like this where I'm not working, it's good too. It's a good thing that I don't got to do much. Yeah. I had bad connection when I was there last time on the other side, like over by the steps and the bleachers over there, which sucks because it's like a nice place for me to sit. Um, I don't think I've ever tried it when I'm walking on the track. So maybe I'll smoke and then I'll walk on the track. We'll see though. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, no, you're right though. I see people. What do you call this? They smoke on stream all the time, and it's like, oh yeah, I had chopped the apple pie. I just kind of cut it in eight pieces earlier today. Yeah, what the fuck about that shit? The hell's wrong with this shit? It's like super security for this joint. Yeah. I was like, why I got stains on the fingers? Pause. Like, where'd that come from? They said this is joint peanut butter. Hold on. Let me double check it. Peanut butter fudge. 1G pre-rolls infused. Yeah, let's see. Peanut butter fudge. Spit the gum out. Let's get to it. Nice, yeah. So let's see, man. It's been a minute. He said it's gonna make me hungry. I was like, well, I might as well go home and eat because couple lunch time stuff was made. Been a minute. I stick with the indica. I was like, just give me something. I was like, what you would recommend? Something relaxing. And like, I'd be wondering if some of the people that work there actually know their shit. But I'm hoping that guy knew his shit because he hooked it up. Gave me the two recommendations. Can't wait to smoke when you get back. Do you feel like you need it all the time? Do you feel like it helps you or whatever? I used to think that, man, but I don't know. Like, I'll be honest, there was a time period where I smoked a lot, and then I feel like I was the most. I ain't gonna say the most chill person, but I was so tapped into the universe. I was really nervous a lot. Tapped into a lot of new universal shit. And the thing about it now is like I haven't been smoking weed that much, that often, and like I feel a little pent up with some anger and some animosity, and fears is one thing. I can deal with fears easy, but you know, just angry. Like I just feel like things need to get dealt with, and like my cool, calm, collected self has been kind of dwindling away. So I'm like, maybe I do need to smoke more often. I don't exactly know. I can't call it, but it feels that way sometimes. Gives you energy. Oh, so you do like the sativa? You smoke sativa? I do indica, man. I need to wind down because I'm doing too much. Yo, when I smoke the cigar, like it helps me just relax and sit down. Helps me sit down for a second. I got to be careful when I rotate and alternate because it's like yeah, I stick with the indica. Oh, you do indica? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, it's interesting because I when I smoke like the tree, it's like I get what do you call this? I get a chance to do the French inhale. Like I just inhale it back through the nose and just let it get through the system, let it relax or whatever. Let it take its course. Excuse me. Um, and then when I do the cigar, like you got to be more mindful. But sometimes I just be puffing it. Oh, so I don't know, man. I might get back to just like cashing out and getting zips at a time. If I ever have some extra money on deck, I might have to do that. Save myself some grief. Pre-roll my stuff at the house and just preserve them. You know what I mean? Like that's what I used to do actually. That was my old practice. I would just sit there and pre-roll all my own stuff. You know, got a little small roller. Just do it like that at the house. But yeah, gotta sit with the edge, man. Working my posture a bit right here. You're gonna get off for a bit. All right. Appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for dropping in as always. Yeah, you know how to reach me. Yeah. Talk to you. All right. Yep. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah. I actually considered making what is it called, a Discord for all this, but I was like, the majority of the people that come in and out, they're like kids pretending not to be kids, and I don't want to deal with the weird shit. So I'm like, ugh, I don't want to deal with that. I worry about stuff like that, so I don't even open that lane or that avenue, if you will. But I get it. There's a couple of discords I'm in that deal with a couple of these YouTube channels, and there's people in there trolling as much as there is like just random kids kind of just in there pretending not to be kids, and it's just like, what? Why is this being allowed? Some of them are newer, not channels, servers, so it kind of makes sense, but it's a little tricky that way. Yeah, yeah, I do want to leave here, man. I'm so used to this shit. I know what to expect, right and wrong in most places, and it's like I want to come back 5 to 10 years from whatever, and then just look at stuff and then just reminisce. Like, yeah, it's changed. I just want those moments, but I'm so used to this, man. think Thanksgiving Day check-in, man. Anybody who needs someone to check in with, anyone who doesn't have anyone to check in with, man, feel free to tap in with a live stream. You know, that's what this is for. Even if you found this after the playback, man, go ahead, leave a comment, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. But, you know, some people may or may not need it today. We'll see. You know, some people may or may not drop in. It's a holiday, so certain things aren't going to be promoted unless you're like, you got to put like football or something in the title. The other side of it too is like, I be telling people, it's like, oh, they'd be like, congrats on 1,000 subs. But I'm like, yeah, so 1,000 subs. But if we're talking about actual interactions, you know what I mean? I don't know why they subbed. I don't know who subbed. I don't know which account subbed. I couldn't tell you. But this many people and this much fluff, or the love for that matter, the fact that I stayed on top of it, you know, I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful. But a lot of times, man, I'm like, yeah, that's 1,000 subs, but we only interact with like one person per chat. So for every 1,000, I get like one dedicated individual at a time. You know what I mean? This isn't to shade the nights that I've had 5, 7 people just chatting it up together and with me. But, you know, I think about that shit sometimes where like the numbers just fluffy, man. You know how it is, man. If you're a musician, you have a Spotify account or whatever, you get 1,000 plays, man. How much is, you know, 100 or 1,000 plays? That's like a cent or like 10 cents or something. So it's the same kind of you know, it's a weird money exchange, but I try to exchange the energy more than anything. More than anything, you know. There's a little squirrel hanging out over here. There's a couple of them actually. There's a couple of them. Yeah, I had to I'm not even gonna say it. I might have to do a separate recording for that. I might do a whole separate recording in regards to what I'm thinking of, man. So, yep, there they go. Yeah, but for those accounts hanging out, man, appreciate it. It all accounts for something. It all counts towards something. I don't know how many spots or places are closed right now. These dedicated people are training on Thanksgiving. I remember those days doing that with purpose, working out on the holidays. Like, we don't even celebrate, man. Let me just go to the gym. This crow's just chasing pigeons off the field. That's funny. So let me dig up this dirt. They're back though. There's hella birds. Damn. That's a leaf. I'm tripping. Those are leaves. Some leaf shit, man. Hidden Leaf Village. I don't know what they're yelling about. Might run the one, might run the two. What's up? Let me see. It's kids. They're just kids, right? Crows, man. Telling me shit without telling me shit. Now I be looking in these trees, man. You got certain nests high up, well preserved areas, man, well preserved spots. It's good to see, man. What's going on, JJ? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you dropping in. Thanks for dropping in. Thanksgiving Day check-in. You know how it is. Told you guys I was gonna stream as much as I can throughout the day. We'll see what happens, man. Everyone wants to check in. Everyone says they will. Either you were here or you weren't, but it is what it is. I'll take what I can get. The days I'm being a little more random with the live chat, that shit accounts for something a lot more. I ain't gonna lie. I've been looking at my numbers as of late, man. I was like, oh shit, that shit is slowly going up though. But I'm just like, I don't want to be in the mindset of chasing a window of time. Just want to keep creating, man. Yeah. What's going on with you, JJ? What's going on over there, man? What's going on over there? I'm over here just bird watching at this point. I'm just bird watching at this point, man. Can't even see. Number fluctuating. Oh. Nothing really, just bored. Yeah. Are you guys celebrating Thanksgiving or not? Yeah, my dad and my brother, they're just watching football. They're just watching football. I'm just in the room, like letting the OBS and the hotspot run. I was just letting that happen, you know. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm chilling right here too, man. Peanut butter fudge might have kicked in, bro. That shit, some relaxing shit, low key. I'm not gonna lie, some relaxing shit. Remember them days, trying to get the last bit of smoke. That we reminiscing, man. I'm thankful for those times, man. It was a good, positive time period. I had a lot to look forward to, as much as I was living in the moment. Good times. Do you like the Green Bay Packers? Didn't they just win? They just beat Detroit, right? I probably root for the Lions more than I root for Green Bay, if I'm honest. But in this particular situation, I was probably more of a probably rooting more for the Lions than Green Bay. But Green Bay's been doing good this year. Green Bay's been doing great, having a great year, right? You from over there? Is that your team? That's your team over there? Yeah, leave the roach over there. Somebody might want to get the hit, you know. So it goes in the smoke world. I don't know why I don't do that more often, man. That's some more relaxing high, and I can get like some decent indica joints. You know what I mean? For the body. That's your team. Yep, that's good, man. Get some decent indica highs and effects on the body. I posted a cigar, so low key, I might start leaning back towards the joints. If anything, I might start pre-rolling my own shit. Because the things with cigar stuff, as natural and nice as it is, it's like, you know, you get a bit of tobacco still, which is part of the issue when you pull. But you got to be really mindful of how you what do you call this? How you pull, you know, and how often. But I will say with the joints, when it's all hemp, it's all good, man. It's all bueno. I haven't had this kind of hopeful, good feeling of self since like there was a time period I used to walk down to the arboretum by myself. Mom was still alive and all that, and I would just go down there and smoke by myself sometimes. You know, some days, sometimes I ain't got people to hang out with, and I'll tell you that's the other crazy thing, man. Even back to being thankful, my guy. Even for anyone checking in, bro, it's like I've had so many times just hanging out with different people and just people in general, and then I don't know where things fall apart, but um, part of me got egotistical and looked into on my own role, where it's like, yeah, certain people want me to pull the trigger on making things happen. They want me to lead them in a certain way. You know what I mean? They want me to help lead them to what it is needs to be done or whatever. And I'm like, it's almost like I'm forced to step into that role. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but I gotta just live with that, man. Because I think about like whether it was, let's say, the time period where I had a group of friends, we all used to just watch anime movies and just chief together and like Avatar and stuff like that. Good times like that. I don't know what happened there, but it's almost like I had to. It was up to me to bring things together or keep things or whatever at bay or just, you know what I mean. But things get messy. Things get messy sometimes with people. The other aspect was, what do you call this? My class that or sorry, my classroom that I was in, excuse me, at Renton Tech, because even my teacher was like, man, you helped bring a lot of us together. I don't think a lot of us would be talking or dealing with each other if you didn't, like, whatever. And it's just the way he said it. I was like, I guess I never really thought about that, but it starts to click in my head a bit, man. And between then and now, man, between that time period of when I was, like I said, walking down to the Arboretum Dolo, just by myself, going down there to smoke by myself or getting high, then walking there by myself, tapping in with some energies and history or whatever, just doing the thing. When I was doing that thing, man, it was interesting because, excuse me, between then and now, it's really interesting because, like, yeah, there were moments where people just needed me to be in charge basically, and I was like, I love being a little more free spirited than anything. You know what I mean? There's a piece of me that likes that flexibility. You know, I like leaving people alone. I like being left alone sometimes. You know, strange. People want some take charge side. I get it. I get it, man. And I guess that's where the inner peace gets disrupted. If I'm being honest here, part of the inner peace is like, are you truly at inner peace? You truly there? You truly tapped into it? If you're bothered by little things like that, where people want something from you and you know who you are, does that make sense? People want something from me. I pretend like I know who I am, and what do you call this? I might show them otherwise, or I might feel otherwise. Because if I really truly felt how I was presenting myself, I wouldn't have been so bothered by it. So I'm just trying to get back to the essence of stuff, because there's also a level of like vulnerability that isn't allowed, whether it's like men or just people in general, or like friendships, if you will. And I only say that because it's like I've done it so many times where people kind of just went away, and I was like, okay, is that what they needed? No, I'm sorry, not me opening up, but like the fact that I opened up, did that create this thing where people are like, oh damn, he's not what we needed? So I think about that shit. I question that shit. But like I said, even though people quietly turn their back on me or like just no longer around for whatever reason, even though that's a thing, I'm still thankful for the time. That's the whole point. So that's the whole point of even the Thanksgiving Day check-in, just being aware of this shit, being tapped into it, and just knowing like, bruh, that shit, it'll hurt the next human, or it hurts any human being just as much as the next. But it's just like, I'm thankful for what it was at any given point or time, bro. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how that works. But yeah, it's chilling here for a little while longer. People don't like the thing is, there's a lot of things tagged as Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Especially today. So I might do a straight up things taken next time. I'm gonna do a things taken stream on the next one. I'm just looking at the number here because the the white clouds in the background are kind of matching with the numbers, so I can't see anything. Not that well, at least. But yeah, now that indica felt healing. It felt healing, man. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's working. Definitely was working. And I'm gonna do, if people drop in the chat and say hi, it's love and appreciation. On the other hand, I won't blow my own high. Like, if I'm gonna go home with the effects and just be chilling. Yeah, yeah. That's one thing too, man. I try not to pretend, man. I gotta watch everything moving in my vicinity. I was thinking about that because someone at work was watching me watch everything. And I was like, I can't help it, man. I gotta. I gotta know what's around the corner, what's on the side of me, what's behind me. I gotta know. Some people, they see and hear shit and they're like nervous. I don't say they're nervous, but they have the anxiety to look. Like, if I look, is it gonna be a problem? If I look, will this be the situation? But sometimes you gotta look, and I had that too. I pretended like what? But yeah, it's crazy. It ain't too cold though either. Let's see, because my hands are getting too warm. 1 second. Yeah, we can chill and stream till whoever drops in, man. At this point, we're at the 0. Yeah, we're zeroed out. So I'm gonna chill right now until whatever. Whoever drop in. It's crazy. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Another thing with the indica too is the more I'm just trying to sit here and relax. Let me put my legs down. Sitting well postured and just sitting here relaxing, man. I'm starting to feel where the pain is at. The right side of my neck kind of hurt, but I was sleeping a certain way. I might just need a taller pillow. I hate that I have to buy multiple pillows. I kind of don't like that. Just have a layer for for the neck and the head. I actually can't wait to lay back down and run the plastic placid duck simulator. Yeah, that shit funny as hell. It's an interesting game, man. Nonetheless. Friday though, I will try to do more. Actually, man, that's tomorrow. I might go buy some stuff for Black Friday. I don't know yet because I want to do the you know collection thing with the points or whatever. Like I just want to do a little tourney. Backpack full of stuff, booster boxes, all that. The funny thing, like, I don't know, I don't. Some people play the card game. I don't play the card game for Pokemon, but part of the thing is like when you collect it, you'd have to be doing the card game. It's best if you do the card game, I would say. But with the Beyblade stuff, bro, you just have them. You pull them out at any time. You just be playing. That's all it is. You just play with the Beyblades. Like some of them come with a launcher, some don't. Oh, I might have to find that. That's crazy. I actually might have to find all that tomorrow. That's crazy to think about. We'll see though. I'm gonna have like a certain limit. Of like I won't spend this much. I'm only gonna look for this, that, and the third, but I won't spend a certain amount. But I think the last time I did a run like that, when I walked around, and it wasn't Black Friday, it was like some other stuff. I got one blade each of everything, everywhere I went, and I think the final total was close to 200 to 300 just for one day of just going around the whole county, at least nearby in my area. Bus rides that were about 30 to an hour, 30 to 45 away, not too far. Just going all around the city, going to other cities, Bellevue and shit, just looking for stuff. Black Friday is going to be interesting though, because I want to start as far north as possible and then maybe just work my way down slowly. But we'll see how that works. Because usually starting, well, that's hard to say. I want to say starting south is better, but everyone's going to be going south on this side, going towards a certain mall. So that's going to be crazy. That's going to be a wild one. And yeah, I don't think I've ever done a if I've ever done a Black Friday, it's probably like afternoon or night. You know what I mean? Like when everyone's like long gone and they already bought what they needed. I'm like, I'm not sticking around for this. I don't want to see that at all. There's one spot I gotta get to. Yeah. Just like them birds, just sit out here all day, man. Make it happen. Even when we posted and toasted. Yep. It's crazy. How they know? That's funny. No, I might need more weed streams. I should probably do that more often. Let's be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna get some. What do you call it? Get my own. I'm gonna just have to go back to getting them zips, but it ain't like it used to be, man. Things ain't like they used to be. I used to get the real hookup, but everything's so pricey now. I don't want to get like the Bam Bam. You know what I'm saying? Trash ass zip, but you got to make the right investments, man. And you age them things. That's the thing too. You crush it up, save the keef, but you age them things. That's the other thing. The aged joints got me toasted something different. Look that up. That's Music Mondays right there. These aged joints got me toasted something different. Part one, part two. Look that up. Some know, some don't. Some pretend. I swear to God, some pretend. There's some people like. There's like people like fans and whatnot that stay. What do you call this? Stay lurking nearby. Like it's kind of cool. I don't know. Got them lurking fans. I'm trying to do more. What would you call this? Get them little QR code stickers up. I'm gonna get them around the city next project. I need to just start working on that. Really, the weed is kind of bringing that back. It's like reactivating. Like what you forgot about this side of the brain, this side of the heart. You forgot about that. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. That's how bad it's been. That's how rough I've been putting it on myself. Pause. The hell's that? Oh, what was that for a second? But yeah, what I gotta do for the next one, I just can't put Thanksgiving. Gotta put a different thing. People want to see Thanksgiving stuff beforehand and after, which is funny. I also got some videos for. Um, Actually, I'll post it up soon, man. It's just some arena and local related stuff that I get a chance to post. People will see that soon. I'm looking for the 4. Is it there? I think it's there. It's there. All right, give me a second. We're on the way back now. So, yep. Let's get back to the duck simulator. Hey, you know what though? I don't know, man. This is my year mark. For those that don't know, I was saying it earlier. I'm gonna say it again during this time period. But my year mark here is what do you call this? My very first live stream was actually on Thanksgiving. So technically, I have met a year mark again. I've met a year mark for doing this, which is pretty good. It's actually pretty good. You know, the thing is, if I keep straining and stressing this, I may or may not reach my goals. Let's be honest. It might be an unnecessary strain. Unnecessary strain, unnecessary stress. You know what I'm trying to say. So, I don't know, man. I got some ideas here. That might be it for now. I was thinking I was going to do more, but I'll probably just do more of the, well, I don't want to say long form videos, but just the videos in general. So we'll see then. This might be my year. Also, I wanted to do the time I was the most consistent. I got to look into that research wise a little more. You know, what I'm saying is I got to look into that specific time period because I might make that my marker. You know, I think there's a benefit to all this. I don't want to I don't know, man, but the weed is speaking to me, telling me some things, kind of letting me know like you can't be doing a lot, you can't be doing too much. You know, save some energy and space to do other things. That kind of makes sense because I need to go ahead and make an album. Really, shit, just keep making albums too. Get back in that music bag. You know, we did the YouTube for this long. Now it's time to focus on the music. The last project I put out was an album that was already created, but I couldn't even work on the mix and master. It was something that was in the background. Like, hey, this is the, you know what I'm saying? If you need to work on anything, create them skits, create them little things on the side. I made like one kind of adjacent emotional beat to the whole spectrum of the project, but even that kind of fell on deaf ears too because it was just part of a skit, you know? Anyway, I'm rambling, but you know, I got to get back in that bag. It's kind of been there for a minute. The one that's really been lingering is just story writing, though. That's the other thing, man. I got to stop tripping and just get back to the story writing. Today might actually be the day, man. So for that the one lone account, the one lone viewer that is here for the Thanksgiving Day check-in, this might be the last day of live streams. I said this before, but the more I think about it, you know what I'm saying, back to the indica activation here, the more I think about it, I got to put more time and energy into the other stuff I've been doing. You understand? I've been spending these hours outside and they count for something. Don't get me wrong, but we got to get back to the, you know what I'm saying? What do you call this? The what time does for you. You know what I'm saying? Time, patience, and peace. What those combinations of things will do for you because it'll help relax the soul a bit to the point where you can put and apply the energy necessary for certain stuff. I mean, oh no, man. Back to some boxing references and metaphors. You know, you throw that punch out there, yeah, you put all the energy out there at the edge. You know, it goes through the body from the bottom of the foot to the body to the top and the what do you call this? The tip of the fist. But you got to pull all the energy back. You got to put your guard back up, pull your hand back to where your face is, etc. And you reset and you do it again. You know, that's all it is, man. You reset and you do it again. And those that reset and do it again 10 times in a row, sometimes some people are successful with it. Sometimes you just throwing stuff out there. Sometimes you just look flashy, but you only need 2 or 3 at a time to really make an impact. Keep working on that impact. So that's what I'm on. Keep working on them impacts. When I drop, I drop. So it's really interesting, man. on all fronts too. So we're about to be a little focused. We're about to be focused something different, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing these throughout the day, man. Once clock strikes midnight, that'll be a wrap. Do the happy Thanksgiving, you know. That's what we're gonna do now. 'Cause every time I write that Thanksgiving, nobody care. You know, you would have thought people was in the spirit, but they're not really. They don't care. That's all right. But also, like, I'm not technically in the spirit too. Like, imagine you call this a Thanksgiving stream and then you don't even see a turkey or like a dinner table. So it's almost like I'd have to do a video. Again, I'm saying back to the essence. Certain things are just gonna have to be a video. You know, a strange feature-esque documentation. See if I could put that out 5 to 10 years or whatever. Something like that, you know. We'll see. We shall see. Thinking about YouTube channel. This was my beef too with the. I don't film the Beyblade stuff anymore because it's like, you know, I was like, let me do that for a year. That's it. Let's move on to the next thing, man. You know, but that was mainly my year of purchases and collecting. I don't know if now I lock in a different type of way. I don't know if that's the thing I want to do necessarily, or if that's how I want to approach it. Is what I'm trying to say. So I don't know if that's it. What that Lyft driver's doing. It was one of those hybrid lifts too. Well, actually, let me check my message. I wonder if that was someone I know. That's funny. I wonder if he's checking on the stream. Like, I don't know where he's at. But sometimes my friend who did she was doing Lyft for a while, Lyft or Uber, I can't remember, one or the other. But she was doing that. She had a car she would rent, but she was like dropping people off. How's it going? She would drop people off near the my house, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I was just in the area, just thinking about you." So I was like, "Oh, that's dope that as she's doing her job, she passes by the area sometimes, which is nice." But I hope everything's working out for her. Honestly, you know, there's not much I could do for her anymore. It got to a point I feel like she was too reliant upon me, helping her out in different ways. That's still my friend. I still consider her my friend, but I'm like, I don't think I'm in a good place. It might hurt me more to have the conversation with you more than anything. And that's probably either not fair or just not right. But that's on me for making the decisions in the first place. You know, I take responsibility for that. You feel me? I'm like, I can't remember where I seen that dude before. He's the eye patch dude or something. He was somewhere. I don't even mean to call him that, but that's really what he is. He's just the eye patch dude. But yeah. You know, last time I had announced the final live stream was maybe last month or 2 months ago. And I came back here with this bullshit. So here we are. We back at it, right? The point I'm making when I say this is like, I won't make any announcements.